Hi everyone, welcome to the One-Stop Spreadsheets Savings Tracker tutorial. This template is designed to help you stay on top of your savings, track your progress, and reach your financial goals in a simple and effective way. Whether you're saving for the first time or looking for a better way to track your savings, this template has you covered. In this video, I'll walk you through each section of the template, show you how to set it up, and share tips to help you get the most out of it. Let's get started. When you purchase the spreadsheet, you're going to get access to this PDF. This PDF will provide you access to the video tutorial and the spreadsheet template that you'll be able to make a copy of and start editing. In this tutorial, I'm using the dark mode version of the spreadsheet, but if you purchase the light mode, it'll function in the exact same way. So let's take a look at the spreadsheet now. Just click here to access your spreadsheet. First, make sure you're signed into your Google account. Once you're signed in, you should see this page. Click on Make a Copy, and shortly after, your copy of the spreadsheet will appear. Now you can go up here and rename the spreadsheet. Click 3 times on this text to select the entire name, and then enter the name you want to give your copy of the spreadsheet. I'm going to name mine Savings Tracker, and then hit Enter. Next, click on File and then Settings. Under Locale, choose your country from the drop-down menu. This will ensure that the spreadsheet formats the numbers according to your country's currency standards. Lastly, select your time zone from the drop-down here and then click on Save Settings. For the best user experience, I recommend using the Google Chrome browser on your computer when editing the spreadsheet. If you want to use your mobile device, make sure to tap on the 3 dots in the top right corner of the Google Sheets app and choose View in Light Theme. Before we get started, I'd like to point out that the amount of space the main area of the spreadsheet takes up on your screen may vary depending on your screen size. In my case, I have a large screen, so I see some extra white space here. We can adjust this by modifying the zoom setting. You can experiment with the values until you find one that works best for you. In my case, if I type 150 and hit Enter, the spreadsheet fits perfectly on my screen. Also, if you'd like to see more of the spreadsheet and less of the Google Sheets UI, you can go to View and select Full Screen. To exit full screen mode at any time, simply press the Escape key on your keyboard. You'll notice the spreadsheet has multiple tabs. This Quick Start Guide tab, which includes tips, common issues and how to resolve them, a link to the video tutorial, and some contact information. Then we have the Savings Tracker tabs in multiple currencies where you'll enter and track your savings, and a Terms of Use tab with some important information you should go over on your own time. Once you've reviewed all of the information in the Quick Start Guide tab, you can go ahead and delete it. Simply right-click on the tab and select Delete. Then click on OK. You can also delete the Savings Tracker tabs that are formatted to the currencies you aren't going to use. I'm going to use the Dollar tab for this tutorial, so I'm going to delete the Euro and Pound tabs. To delete the extra tabs, right-click on the tab and select Delete. And then click OK for the first warning, and click OK again for the second warning. Lastly, you can edit the remaining Savings Tracker tab to remove the currency symbol from the name. To do that, double-click on the tab name, edit it, and then hit Enter when you're done. Now let's take a look at the Savings Tracker tab. First, I'm going to show you what parts of the template are editable and which parts shouldn't be edited to avoid breaking the formulas. This top section is auto-populated and shouldn't be edited. Only clear colored cells are editable, and the rest of the sheet is auto-populated. So the only places where you can enter your information are these cells in the table, these clear cells in the calculators, and these cells here in the contributions tracker. All cells with formulas are protected, so you don't accidentally change or delete them. If you edit a cell that should not be modified, like this one for example, then you'll see a warning that lets you know you're trying to edit a part of the sheet that shouldn't be changed accidentally. If you see this warning, make sure you click on Cancel. Let's start entering some savings into the tracker. You can track up to a total of 15 savings. First, enter your saving name. I'll enter New Car. This is a brand new saving that I've never saved for before, so I'm going to leave this past saving checkbox unchecked. To add a start date, double-click on the start date cell and choose a date from the date picker. Since I'm starting to save for my new car as of today, I'll enter today as the start date, which is January 1st, 2025. I don't have a start amount for this saving, so I'm going to set the start amount to 0. If you already have some money that you plan to use towards the item you're saving for, you can add that as a start amount. Note that when you enter amounts, you just need to type in the number and the currency symbol will be added automatically. Next, you need to enter a goal date, which is the date by which you want to reach your saving goal. You'll also need to enter the goal amount. If you aren't sure what to set your goal date to, we have a handy calculator to help you figure that out. So let's scroll down to the calculator section. To determine a goal date, you can use the completion date calculator. Here, you will enter your start date, start amount, goal amount, and your average monthly contribution, which is how much money you think you can allocate to the saving every month. Then, the calculator will tell you, based on the information you enter, what is the estimated date by which you will reach your goal amount. So, in the case of the new car saving example, I'll put the start date to today by double-clicking on the cell and selecting the date from the date picker. I don't have a start amount, so I'll leave the cell blank. I'll set the goal amount to $10,000, and I'm planning on putting $300 per month towards this saving, so I'll put that number in the average monthly contribution. Now, you can see based on this information, I should reach my savings goal by November 2027. We also have a contribution calculator, which you can use if you already know what date you want to reach your goal by, but you aren't sure how much you should be saving per month to actually achieve that. Here, you can enter your start date, start amount, and goal date, and the calculator will tell you how much you need to save per month to complete your saving by your goal date. To clear the calculators, you can just click on the editable cells and hit delete or backspace on your keyboard. And if you need a reminder as to what the calculators do exactly, you can hover over their titles to see a tooltip with a description. Now let's scroll back up to the savings table to finish entering the savings. So based on the result from the completion date calculator, I'm going to set the goal date to November 1st, 2027. And my goal amount is $10,000. Since I haven't added any contributions to the saving yet, the only information that gets auto-populated in this table is the amount saved, which is 0, left to save, which is 10,000, average monthly contribution, and the progress percentage, which is 0%. Some savings might not have a specific goal date or amount, and you just want to keep contributing to them indefinitely. However, to make the most of this tracker and ensure all the fields are populated, it's important to enter this information. Defining goals also helps you stay focused and accountable as you work toward your saving targets. The next saving I'm going to add is emergency fund. I've been saving for my emergency fund for a couple of years now, so I already have some money saved towards this. I'm going to mark this as a past saving by clicking on this checkbox. Set my start date to January 1st, 2023, which is when I started saving, and set the start amount to $2,000. Then I'll set my goal date to January 1st, 2026, and my goal amount to $3,000. When you mark a saving as a past saving, the start amount is treated as past contributions and will adjust the average monthly contribution, estimated months left, and estimated completion date for that saving accordingly. As you can see, since I marked my emergency fund as a past saving and added a start amount, which is now treated as my past contributions, the average monthly contribution, estimated months left, and estimated completion date cells get populated. If you leave the past savings checkbox unchecked, then these estimates will be calculated only based on the contributions you enter in this tracker. This feature is designed for savings you've already been tracking elsewhere, perhaps in another tracker, or if you use all spaces allocated for contributions in this tracker and want to start fresh with a new copy. In such cases, simply check the past savings box and enter the amount you've saved so far as the start amount in the new copy of this tracker. If you're just starting your savings journey, leave these checkboxes unchecked. Now I'm going to add my remaining savings into the tracker. I'm now done setting up my savings. Next, I'm going to scroll down to the contributions tracker where I'll show you how to add contributions, and then I'll go through all of the other sections of the spreadsheet. So here is where you'll be adding all your contributions. You can enter up to 1,000 contributions in this tracker. To prevent breaking the preset formulas, make sure to not add or remove any rows or columns. If you end up running out of space for more contributions, you can simply make a new copy of the savings tracker, transfer any incomplete savings over to the new copy as past savings, and you'll have another 1,000 entries available for your contributions. To enter a contribution, start by selecting the saving name. Simply click on this arrow and select your saving name from the drop-down. I'm going to choose New Car. Then click on the adjacent amount cell and enter the amount you have contributed. I'm going to put down 300. The date and note cells are totally optional and will not affect any calculations in the spreadsheet. You can add them to organize your contributions better if you like, or you can leave them blank. To set a date, just like for the other date fields, simply double-click on the cell and select your date from the date picker. Let's add one more contribution. I'm going to select Emergency Fund from the drop-down and enter 100 under Amount. If you want to deduct an amount from your savings, say you take some money out of your emergency fund, then you can just enter a negative contribution amount. Next, I'll add the remaining contributions for this example and update my computer date to a future date. This will allow me to demonstrate all the features of the tracker and show you how everything will look once you start tracking your savings. I've now entered all the contributions and changed my computer date. Eventually, your contributions list is going to get pretty long, and it'll become cumbersome to scroll to find the next empty row. To quickly navigate to the last entry in the contributions tracker, click on the first saving name cell. Then, on your keyboard, hold Command if you're on Mac or Control if you're on Windows, and tap the down arrow key. Before we move on, I want to quickly show you how to use these filters in the contributions tracker. These filters located here allow you to filter your contributions. This can be really helpful if you want to analyze a specific subset of contributions or find a particular entry. You can filter by saving name, amount, date, or notes. Let's try filtering by saving name. Click on this filter icon, then click on Clear to deselect all the saving names, and then you can select only the names of the savings that you want to see the contributions for. So let's say I want to see only the contributions I made for my new car saving. I'm going to click on New Car to select it. Once you've made your selection, you can click on OK. If you see this pop up, click on OK. And now you can see the contributions tracker is only showing the contributions I made towards my new car. To reset the filter, click on the filter icon again, then click on Select All and click on OK and OK. Now I'll show you how you can filter by amount. Click on the filter icon for the amount. Then you can filter by existing entries like we did for the savings names, or you can filter based on a condition. Click on Filter by Condition. Let's say I only want to see what contributions I made that were over $300. To do that, I'm going to click on this drop-down menu and select greater than as the condition, and then enter 300 as the amount in this field. Now I'm going to click on OK and OK, and now you can see that only contributions that were over $300 are shown. To reset this filter, click on the filter icon, then under filter by condition, set the drop-down value to none and click on OK and OK again. Sometimes the filters may shift out of place. If that happens, simply refresh the spreadsheet and they should return to their correct position. If that doesn't work, close and reopen the spreadsheet. Now I'm going to scroll all the way to the top and go through the rest of the savings tracker features from top to bottom. This entire section at the top provides a comprehensive overview of your savings and key stats. Here you'll find your total goal and total saved amounts. Below these, there's a bar chart visually representing this information. And to the right is a pie chart displaying your total progress towards your total goal amount. On the left, you'll see the start date, which is automatically populated with the earliest start date you've entered for your savings. Below that is the goal date, which shows the latest goal date you've set for your active savings. Active savings are savings you're still working toward and haven't completed yet. Then here you have the total amount that you have left to save to reach your total goal amount. And here you can see your total average monthly contributions based on your active savings. Below that, you'll find the estimated months left to reach all your goals as well as the estimated completion date. Note that the estimated months left and estimated completion date sections will only populate after you've entered at least one contribution for all your active savings. In the center is a bar chart that shows you your top 5 active savings sorted by percentage. These bars show you your saved amounts for each of the savings in bright colors and the left save amounts in the dimmed colors. If you click on this drop-down arrow, you can select an alternative chart view that displays your top 5 active savings sorted by amount saved. You can switch back and forth between these two charts anytime. Lastly, to the right, we have another chart that offers multiple views. By default, it shows the top 5 contributions that you've entered into the tracker. You can then use this drop-down to see different charts. You can view your completed savings, savings that are ahead of schedule, and savings that are behind schedule. The amounts shown in these charts reflect the amounts you saved towards each saving. Now let's take a look at the information that gets populated in the savings table. Here you can see the amount saved for each saving, how much you have left to save, your average monthly contributions that reflect how much on average you saved per month based on your contributions from your start date to today, the estimated months left to reach your goal amount, and the estimated completion dates. At the end, you'll find the progress bars and progress percentages for each saving. The progress bars are color-coded based on the percentage they represent. Progress below 20% appears in red, between 20 and 40% it's orange, between 40 and 60% it's yellow, between 60 and 80% it's purple, and between 80 and 100% it's blue. For progress 100% or above, the bar turns green, indicating the saving is complete. At the bottom of the table, you can see your totals. Total start amount, total goal amount, total amount saved, total left to save, total average monthly contributions, total estimated months left, and the total progress. The tracker features an alternative way to view the details for each saving. If I scroll down, you can see these savings cards that give you a detailed view of each saving in the order you've entered them in the table. At the top, you can see the saving name, followed by the amount you saved towards it. Below that is a pie chart and a percentage displaying your progress towards completing your goal for this saving. Then, here you have the goal and saved amounts, followed by a bar chart visualizing this information. Then you have the start date, start amount, goal date, and how much is left to save. The monthly average displays your average monthly contribution. Then you have the estimated months left and the estimated completion date. At the very bottom of the card is a message letting you know where you are in your savings journey, whether you're ahead of schedule, behind schedule, on track, or if you've reached or exceeded your goal for the particular saving. If you're behind or ahead of schedule, you'll see an amount by which you're ahead or behind. You can use this information to make any necessary changes to your saving strategy. For example, I'm ahead of schedule for my vacation saving. I might consider saving less towards the vacation and instead put more money towards the home renovation where I am behind schedule. Now I'm going to scroll down a bit to show you the last few charts. Here you have a chart showing you all your savings, including the completed ones, sorted by percentage. And below that is a chart that shows you all your savings sorted by amount saved. The bright colors in these charts indicate your saved amounts, and the dimmed colors indicate the left to save amounts. And to the right, you have a pie chart which displays the breakdown of your contributions towards your savings, allowing you to see how much you contributed towards each saving. This wraps up the tutorial. I'm dedicated to continuously enhancing this template, so to stay up to date on the latest improvements, new product releases, and useful tips and tricks, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for purchasing this product. If you enjoy using this spreadsheet, I would love to hear about it, so please consider leaving a review. If you have any questions or run into any issues, do not hesitate to contact me. The link to my store and this product is in the video description. By following the steps in this tutorial, you now have a powerful tool to track your savings and make your financial goals a reality. Remember, the journey to financial success is built on consistency. Make it a habit to check in with your tracker regularly, celebrate your progress, and make any necessary adjustments. Every contribution, no matter how small, brings you closer to your dreams. Stay focused, stay motivated, and keep moving forward. You've got this.